These are the new 9-inch mudplugger tyres from Trampa Boards. Sporting a host of features that claim to provide grip no matter the terrain, these tyres should provide traction in the most challenging environments. The most noticeable difference against the 8-inch tyres is the increased size and the flat profile of the tread pattern, giving an extra 15mm of contact patch over its 8-inch counterparts. Next, we can see a close-cut grip down the centre, which should decrease rolling resistance over harder surfaces, and studded sidewalls to help grip in the soft stuff. There are also deep circular studs, allowing you to wind spikes in, so you can ride on ice. With that said, are these new wheels a good option? Let's get right into it and test these bad boys out. So guys, if you watched my last video, we went up to Trampa and we went and met Ted and we checked out some of the new stuff they've got, including the 9-inch mudplugger tyres. And at the end of my video I say let's go for a ride, and we did go for a ride. It was absolutely amazing. We did 29 miles, 2 charges. It was fantastic, right? But all of the GoPro footage didn't come out right because I'm an idiot and I didn't have the 360 camera in 360 mode. So all of the ride footage is completely ruined. So we're back out today on the board, and Ted graciously let me keep hold of the wheels and tyres so that we could test them again. And that's what we're going to be doing today, guys. We're going to be looking at the offset Megastar wheels and the new 9-inch mudplugger tyres. They're on the board now. I'll show you. So there they are. They're the 9 inches, guys. Yeah, that's the 8s, the Superstar, and then that's the Megastar with 9-inch mudpluggers. And I'm already 30 miles into riding with these tyres, so I already have a fair idea of what they're like, and the spoiler is they're awesome. I'm going to take you off into the woods now, a bit of mixed terrain stuff. We'll have a look how the board performs with the bigger tyres and the extra grip that brings to the back end. So then guys, what do I think of these 9-inch mudplugger tyres? Well, this isn't actually the first time I've ridden them. I did ride them in Wales for a couple of miles, and I did go out the other day with Ted and we did 29 miles and I had these on. If you've seen the last video that I released, you'll know what I'm on about. I messed the footage up though. The GoPro footage is unusable, completely unusable, so yeah, I couldn't really do the ride bit of that video, which is a shame. So we're back out today, and as you can see guys, we've been on a little bit of mixed terrain, some harder stuff, some mud, some thick mud, just to put the tyres to the test. And let me tell you guys, these are a performance tyre. I cannot believe the difference between the 9-inch mudpluggers and the 8-inch Primo Alpha. I've not ridden any other tyres from Trampa before, only the Primo Alpha, so it's all I have to base my expectations of this tyre on, and trust me guys, it exceeds everything that I thought it would do. And a lot of that reason is because it's 9 inches, right? You get a lot more clearance at the back of the board. Also, they do give you a bit of a nose down stance. I'm not a massive fan of that. I would probably put a riser in the front to offset the height difference. So guys, there's some of the minor changes that occur when you put bigger wheels on the back, but the main change is the amount of traction that you get with these tyres and bigger wheels. Now 2020, I personally believe, is going to be the year of grip and traction. We've got the power, we've got the speeds, any faster gets a bit silly, so I think a lot of development is going to go into grip this year, and I can say that these do offer a ton of grip. I was completely surprised compared to the Primo Alphas. The Primo Alphas is all I've got to set my expectations of these tyres on, because they're the only off-road tyres I've ever ridden. So these mudpluggers completely exceeded my expectations. I thought they'd be a little bit grippier, but the difference is astonishing, let me tell you. And when you run them at low PSI like I am today, I'm running at 20 PSI, they just offer so much grip going around the corners. That sort of, there's a bit of edge tread on the side of the tyre. That really helps you dig in. It's kind of like when you're snowboarding and you use your edges, you can actually do that a little bit more with these tyres. So they do offer tons and tons of grip, man, and I'm super happy about them. The only negative thing that occurs when you do this, and it's the same for any wheels when you go bigger, you get less range, and if you're running these at low PSI like I am, the range is severely affected, guys. So I normally get 25 miles on a pair of 50 PSI Primo Alphas, and with the 50 PSI Primos on the front and 20 PSI 9-inch mudpluggers on the back, I saw a range of 16 miles. That was from full to completely flat. And normally I see 25 miles with the Primos on the front and back. So that is a significant hit to range when you run these at low PSI. I'm yet to try them at a higher PSI, but I've got to go and give these back to Trampa next week anyway, so probably won't get a chance to do that. That said, based on my experience of these wheels, guys, I have ordered a set. I have. So I just literally, I cannot believe the change that these bring to the board. It just feels so much better, man. So yeah, I think I'm going to be riding 9s for the woods going forward, and then if we're doing like little light tracks with Mo again when he gets better, I'll put the 8s back on. But yeah, the 9s are really good.